Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Another month has bitten the dust. I say that, I feel like every other day. That's how fast months go by for me. School has officially started here, which is crazy. I'm like, where in the world did the summer go? Both my girls are now in either volleyball, cheer, or competition dance. So I felt like my title officially became chauffeur this summer. And that's, I feel like, is all we did. So it's crazy. It went by so fast, super busy, but I think it is going to be good for all of us to get back in a routine. And I'm here today to share my favorites from the month of July. I have quite a few, and honestly, except for the fragrances, everything that I'm going to talk about is pretty new to the market. I definitely go in waves, whether or not A, I'm interested in new things, B, I think even new things are like worth purchasing and trying, or C, I just can't bring myself to like get motivated and care. But there is a lot of new things that came out in July or that I purchased in July that warrant a place in my favorite. So let's go ahead and jump in. We'll start with makeup. Don't have any, okay, I say I don't have any skincare. I do have some skincare, but it's enough to warrant a whole separate video. So I am going to do a new skincare I'm trying and loving video soon. So stay tuned for that. But it's just makeup and fragrance today. Now I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a foundation. This foundation is new. And I've said it so many times before, I cannot keep up of overnighting something, doing a first impression, the second something comes out. I don't want to do that. It makes this not fun for me. It puts too much stress on, can't talk. It puts too much stress on me. When the new Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Care and Glow Foundation was launched along with the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation, I just could not bring myself to hurriedly make a video. Plus, I didn't have enough time to truly try these out. Y'all know I like to try them with different powders. I like to try them with different SPFs. There's lots of things that go into me reviewing a foundation. If you still want a separate review, they are inundated over YouTube. And that's what happens when I don't automatically put one out. But I feel like their reviews are everywhere. So I am not even sure I'm going to do separate reviews for these. If you want one, let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you the Lancome won out. I don't dislike the Hourglass, but it's not like an instant love for me. This is the one I have on today. I'm in the color 310N. I did notice that they don't have all the same colors as they have in the original Teint Idole because I'm 260N in that. And they did not have a 260N, but this looked the closest. And so I went with this and it works. Again, it's what I have on today. I honestly don't find that this is a very glowy foundation. Like it says, care and glow. I feel like it's just a very pretty natural finish. And so far it's worked with everything I've tried it on. And being a Teint Idole product, it lasts all day. Bulletproof in my opinion. The original Teint Idole is one of my absolute favorites. Now I mentioned this on Instagram and a lot of people are like, I can't use it. The fragrance is too strong with Lancome products. And while I do think that in some things, like their powder foundation is like putting perfume on my face, I don't sense a very strong fragrance in this. Maybe because I don't see fragrance listed. I do. Yes, I do. Darn, I thought this was going to be an unscented product. It's not overpowering to me though. I have smelled other Lancome products that are. So that's not a problem for me. A lot of people said they don't want to try it because alcohol denatured is the third ingredient. I find that's very true for a lot of foundations. And this one does not bother me. It does not dry out my skin, does not make it feel tight. I don't have any issues with it. Definitely the winner for favorite foundation, except now once this came out, before that, it was by far my skin tint. So I will put a card up for that video and you can see my favorites. Those were really all I wore up until this launched. And then it was pretty much this unless I was trying out this. Okay, let's stop talking about foundations and go on to my favorite blush by far. If you watch my Playing with New Makeup video, you know it is the new RMS Beauty 3-Dimension Hydra Powder Blush. This is in the shade Pomegranate Fizz. It's the only shade I have right now, but it will not be the last. I love this formula. This is the shade I have on today. I love this color. I feel like this color really is such an even mix between cool and warm that I can wear it with any kind of lip, any kind of eyeshadow look, it doesn't matter, it's going to work. So I envision myself traveling with this because it's gonna be a one and done. I haven't tried it on the eyes yet, and I don't know why, because I love trying blushes on the eyes, but I will definitely do that and let y'all know. It's just such a beautiful formula. It has more of a sheen in the pan than it does on the skin, but you can still see it's catching that light just a little bit, enough to make it look very flattering, not too flat, but it definitely is not shimmery. One of the best blush formulations I have tried in a while. Highly recommend this. There were a couple bronzers that I got this past month that I love, and they are on two totally opposite ends of the spectrum. One is luxury and expensive. One is just as good quality, but much more affordable. And that one is the brand new Beauty Pie Awesome Bronze Bronzing Powder. I featured this in my couple videos back, I think, my summer look, fast and easy summer look. Now I used Sunnyside in that video. This one is Goldielux. Both of them work. I like Sunnyside on a look like that video was, where I'm doing super minimal makeup and I don't want anything to look too overdone. This one is more of a full face color for me, and it's what I have on today. The formula is so nice and buildable, and it's really, really hard to overdo this. I know I'm a broken record, but I am very heavy-handed when it comes to bronzers, and I need a formula like this where it is something that you can keep piling on and it's still not gonna look bad on the face. They are refillable compacts, so you can buy the compact with the bronzer for $25, and then you can buy just the refills for $15. So definitely on the affordable side. Now, if you want something more luxury with luxury packaging and a much bigger compact, I have been loving the Chanel Beige Oversized Healthy Glow Sun Kiss Powder. I use this in my Playing with New Makeup video. This is in the shade Medium. This one is lighter, so it's on the bottom here. So it's lighter on the skin, which again means that I can really build it up. And it has the slightest bit of sheen to it. And when I say slight, I mean slight. It is really, really, really taking some investigating to find it. But it still has that formula that looks just beautiful on the skin. It really melts into the skin, looks fabulous. So those are the two bronzers that I have been loving since I have received them, purchased them, whatever you want to say, this month. They are great. And I'm really glad the Chanel comes in an oversized compact, because I have used it so much. You can't even see the quilting pattern on the middle anymore. So I'm going to need that extra product. Powders. I feel like I'm going all through the categories, but really some good stuff has come out this past month. The first powder I'm going to talk about is the one I have on my skin today. This is the Fit Glow Beauty Instantly Blurring Bamboo Hyaluronic Loose Setting Powder. Lifestyle ready. Y'all, that name fits the entire top of this powder. Okay, so looking at the ingredients, it is bamboo extract, silica, which before I even knew what the ingredients were and felt this, I knew it was a silica-based powder, rice starch, and sodium hyaluronic, so hyaluronic acid. So 4 ingredients, which is amazing. And I am not even gonna be able to express to you the texture of this powder, but if you have ever used a silica powder before, you know, it almost feels like you can't get it on the brush. Like you put it in the product, and then you pick your brush up and you're like, I don't see any powder at all. It is in there though, and it is doing its job. It's just even picking it up, like with my finger, it's hard. I'm picking some up, but it looks like it's just right on the edge. But this is definitely a blurring powder. For having hyaluronic acid in it, and you know, speaking to that, I don't find that it's overly shiny at all. I find that it actually kind of mattifies the skin, which I'm not mad at, especially this time of year, but it does not look like powder on the skin. Close up, like I don't see powder. And I didn't even spray my face today. It's just flawless on the skin. So even though you feel like you aren't putting anything on your skin because of the silica base, it's beautiful. I've tried it with the Fit Glow foundation. I have it obviously on with the Lancome. I've tried it with the Hourglass. I've tried it with skin tints. It's beautiful. So A++ to Fit Glow. Now another powder that I've been using and liking, especially if you like definitely an even more matte look, but not feel heavy and cakey, and you want more options with colors. Sigma launched their Soft Focus Setting Powder a few days ago. I've had these for a couple of weeks, so I've been playing around with them, and I will cut away to the swatches. I can use buttermilk and vanilla bean. They're really, even though they have colors, it's not coverage, right? It's just a little bit of a tint, and I can use both. Vanilla bean is definitely better in the center of my face, but I can use it all over, and buttermilk is something I can definitely use all over to set. Have a visitor. Hi. Hi. How you doing? Why are you wet? These are vegan, gluten-free, lactose-free, and talc-free. And they really do perform beautifully, especially if you like a more matte look. If you need something that's gonna really lengthen the wear of the foundation underneath. Don't find them to be heavy. I find the fact that they're talc-free means they look less powdery on the face. Really been enjoying these two colors in particular. I haven't tried these, although I kind of want to try cinnamon as a bronzer, so I will be doing that soon for sure. A few eyeshadow palettes that I have been loving. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau palette. I feel like everybody loves this, and for good reason. It's beautiful. I used it and swatched it in my Playing with New Makeup video. It's what I have on my eyes today. It's something that is versatile enough to make different eye looks, lots of different eye looks. It's colors that I don't necessarily have in other palettes, especially the greens and that really pretty wisteria, the lilac shade up in the top middle. But it's also something I can do for like a look like today where I want something pretty neutral and easy that I don't have to really think about. Love this. The formulas are great. I love the pan size. Can't recommend this enough. And then the brand new Inica eyeshadow quads from Fizz Beauty are gorgeous. I will cut away to swatching these. I used this one, Flowers, in an Instagram reel, and it is probably my favorite because it is just right up my alley with those pinks and very dark plum purple. It's gorgeous. I love how these are quads. I know sometimes people get a little overwhelmed with bigger palettes, and you can definitely make full looks, multiple full looks with just these 4 colors. 2 mattes and 2 shimmers in this one, which is how all of them are. This next one is Sunset, and I believe this is probably gonna be the most popular. It's got those golds and orange and brown, but then it's also got just a very champagne-y shimmer. So pretty, especially if you have blue eyes. The Flowers is gonna be gorgeous on blue eyes as well, but this one definitely will make them pop, especially with that orange color. And then finally, the one I haven't used yet, but I can't wait to, because it is very pretty. And I think I might put this in my kit because I very often get requests for cool tone looks. This is called Wind, and this is more of your taupes and cool tone browns. But again, it's just the perfect shades. They have put these together so nicely where you know everything is gonna work. All the colors are gonna work together. It's not too overwhelming. Very, very pretty. And I just really like that shade of cool tone brown and then that taupey shimmer next to it. So yes, definitely need to use that soon. All of those are beautiful, can be found on Fizz Beauty. So that's all of my makeup beauty. Let's talk about some fragrances. I have 3. I'm gonna go real quick on the first one, especially because I talked about it in my Playing with New Makeup video. This is Mancera Lovely Garden. It is just that. It's a beautiful, beautiful scent. If you like Velvet Vanilla from Mancera, you will like this. They are similar in DNA, but they're different enough for me to warrant having both of them. This has cinnamon, blood mandarin, pink pepper on the top. It has tuberose, orange blossom, and rose in the middle. I do not get rose in this. Toffee, musk, incense, and ambergris. I don't really get a ton of ambergris either. A lot of times that brings like a mineral salty note. I don't get a ton of that. The things I get the most are tuberose, cinnamon, and toffee. It's a little bit of a spicier version of Velvet Vanilla, a little bit less sweet. Love it so, so much. Bye. He can't decide where he wants to be. The next one is brand new to my collection. Like, got it yesterday, but I wanted to share it with you. I think I mentioned it in my Sylvie sale Chantecaille video about how I wanted it, and I hauled it. That's one of the 3 items that I purchased from the sale, and it is the Petals. I think that's how you pronounce it, P-E-T-A-L-E-S. And I'm telling you, this scratches my white floral itch. I don't know how else to explain it. This to me is like sticking my nose into an actual bouquet of gardenias and tuberose. I definitely get more gardenia than I do tuberose, but because it has tuberose in the list of notes, I wanted to try it because it's definitely one of my favorites. But then when it dries down, it has musk and amber and resin and cedar, and so it comes to be a more warm white floral. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. If you like gardenia, just don't even question it. Just don't even question it. So, so good. So that is Petals from Chantecaille. So that will be my 5th Chantecaille perfume in my collection. They can do no wrong. Now this one is just a decant. It's a 10 ml decant. And trust me, when it is done, which I imagine won't be very long because I love this scent so much, I will be purchasing the full size. And it will be my 5th full-size BDK in my collection, and this is Gris Charnel. So again, it's just a decant. I have tried so many samples of this. I honestly don't know why I have not, I could bathe in this, purchased the full-size bottle. This is one of the very few fig fragrances that I can stomach. Figs, I love eating figs. Dried figs are some of my favorite, but the note doesn't necessarily do it for me in fragrances. However, it does here. This is a cardamom fig and black tea on the top fragrance. It has iris and bourbon vetiver. Again, iris, sandalwood, and tonka. This is to me, cardamom fig and tea fragrance. That's what I get. Oh, it is heavenly. It is heavenly. And you know, some BDKs do not last on me. That's why I don't have a full size of Rouge Smoking. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. But I honestly cannot get more than like an hour out of that on my skin. And some fragrances, I don't mind that happening, but when something's as niche and expensive as a BDK, I don't want to have to spray it that much. This one lasts so long on me. I smell it all throughout the day. It is so good. To me, it is year-round. Some people might say this is more cold weather, but I really think it shines in hot weather. It is fabulous. If you have never tried BDK, get a sample of this. Have this be your first sample. I would say this and Tuberose Imperial are my 2 favorites from the house. So good. I cannot recommend this enough. I've already, honestly, none of these are my scent of the day today. I was in the mood to smell like a smoky vanilla, so I'm wearing Dior Vanilla Diorama. But whenever that wears off, I'm going to be spraying Gris Charnel because it is so good. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Every time I think I don't have a ton of favorites, I make a 30-minute favorites video. So as always, I want to know your favorites for this month, so be sure and put that down in the comments. Everything will be listed and linked in the description box. Be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I hope you're all staying happy, healthy, safe, and that you go out and have a very blessed day.